Hello, this is Aziza with Self Love Diaries. How y'all doing? How y'all been? I'm sorry I'm not on, but I got a bit of a summer cold. Life is lifing right now, and let's just be honest. We're not always all smiles and sunshine and berries and fruit, okay? And I usually try to wait until I'm all sugar and spice and everything nice to get online, but that's just not the reality of things. Sometimes you need to say what you got to say anyway, with the sniffles, cough, going through stuff, life, okay? Anyway, so I woke up in the last couple days and I've been thinking about this sermon that I had watched. Now, this is not a sermon. I did not get on here to preach at y'all. That's not the point. We just learning about life together and acknowledging some things, okay? Ain't none of us perfect. I know I'm not. I don't care how much I try to be, I still do something. And I'd be like, that was stupid. You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have did that. Like, look, ain't nobody perfect, okay? But let's go. So I was watching a pastor not too long ago, and their gender really doesn't matter. But they were preaching about loving your neighbor and treating people kindly and being there for one another and having a heart. But in the same breath, they said that people are out here calling themselves empaths, and that is the devil. And that's where I began to be confused, because I do understand the ideology that, words have really deep meanings, and, they say you cast spells on people with words and all kind of stuff. I heard it. But I'm a big dictionary person. When I was younger, I used to read the dictionary all the time. I used to try to challenge myself to use some of the words in the dictionary in sentences on a daily or weekly basis, whatever my personal little game was, okay? My challenge. So, people that consider themselves empaths are of the devil. Now, hear this out, because I got 3 definitions. I'm going to try and make it real fast. I don't want this to be a sermon or a school session, but here we go. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person, your neighbor, person close to you, your family, friend, lover, mate, whomever, boss, whatever. You have the ability to understand the position that they're in and share the emotion. That's when your heart is really in whatever is going on with that person. Now you have empathetic. Empathetic is showing an ability to understand. So not only do you understand, but you're showing that you understand how this person feels by way of help or whatever the situation is. You have made some form of action under the guise that you share their emotion. Now, the root word, empath. A person with the ability to understand the mental or emotional state of another individual. a person who is highly attuned to the feelings of those around them. So the empath is the person who has the ability to share. And I do understand that everybody does not. Some people, heart is cold as ice. They do not care what you're going through. I don't care how much you help them. I don't care how much you whatever. You could have just cut off your leg. Your uncle just died. It don't matter. If it's not personally affecting them, they can't bring a tear to their eye. They're not going to go out their way to help you in your situation. They really don't have no time to listen to your tears. They are not in a shared emotion. But how do you teach to be there and feel for your fellow person, your fellow man, but say that the actual person who is able to feel enough to care, to do something about your situation, is the devil? We have to be careful about who we allow to teach us things, because everybody does not have a clear understanding of what it is that they're even listening to. They're unable to break it down and comprehend it. So once they have heard something, like I know people, I'm going to give you an example. I know some people who hear the word karma and because of their religious backgrounds, the moment they hear that, they close their ears. They say, la 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 la. I can't hear you. I don't hear you. That's the demons. That's the devil. But the word karma is to receive what you get back, what you have put out into how you treat people. It's gonna come back to you. And in church, they say you reap what you sow. That means what you put, you get out the ground, what you put into the ground. If you don't put no seeds in the ground, don't no wheat come up. If you don't put, you know what I'm saying? You get what you give. And there are some people out here with the mindset that they don't have to give into any situations. They are just supposed to receive. But we ain't gonna get off into those people. We need to stay focused in knowing that there are two sides of every quarter. There are people all over the world saying the exact same thing, agua, water, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But we also are allowing people to demonize because water is said differently. There is no way in the world that particular person, pastor, I'm not sure if they are a reader or what happened, but how do you say that I am teaching you to become a more heartfelt